Welcome, everyone, to the second season of Don't Bite My Arm, where we have a new guest host for this evening.
No longer guest host.
No longer guest host. He is a permanent fixture on the scene.
Do not hit refresh. Sorry, I cut you off there.
It's alright. It's alright.
You will, that is not going to read that you see.
Nope. Gravedigger Grimm is now the permanent co-host on Don't Bite My
I'll be
Arm.
anybody you want me to read for $40.
You told me $2.
You guys went up. It's inflation.
Why are you changing your prices on me? I don't like this, this deflation shit. This is bad. It's bad. I don't like it. Alright, well, tonight we are watching Bloodbath at the House of Death, starring Vincent Price. How's that again? Okay. Well,
It's so hot.
yeah. Anywho, 1984 classic flick. Ray Cameron, the director on this, and yes, I IMDb'd it because I'm just that damn cool.
Then it did come after Nightmare on Elm Street. Then we were debating the whole time whether or not which one came first because there was a little bit of theme music in there.
Was it before or after? It was the same year. 84.
Was it? That's when the first.
Same year.
Oh boy.
You guys should know this.
Uh-oh.
I'm officially kicked off of season 2.
You're fired. You're dog. Do you want to be in this season? You're the new guest host because easy shoes to fill. I'm just kidding. Anywho, yeah, it was basically it was pretty much what I would consider the 80s version of Scary Movie. It was, very
Except
cheesy.
Good.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll go that far with it too. And I also want to bring up a very valid point that I heart Van Halen. In case anyone's wondering, I heart Van Halen. Now, this movie is pretty much it's a horror spoof. They send a team of scientific researchers to a Headstone Manor
Yeah.
to investigate the house that 18 people were slaughtered in.
And the funny thing is that they couldn't keep the death toll straight. Like, they kept well, there was 2 that did this and 1 that did this. And
Right.
It seems like a movie.
2 were struck by lightning. 6 were found dead in the freezer, and then they couldn't remember.
No, that's not right. 4 were struck by lightning,
Right.
and 1 was in the freezer.
One hand. There was one act. No, there were 2 acts.
Definitely a film tailor-made for Joe Bob Briggs' review, I think, or whatever, with, Hang Fu or whatever, Foreskew or
Yeah, I mean, for sure.
Yeah.
It was good stuff with that. It was very British humor, if you're into that sort of thing, which I am. I love British humor. I enjoy it, so.
Because there was an unfortunate lack of John Cleese, though.
Yeah, I think John Cleese and Vincent Price in one movie would have been way too much for me to handle, I think.
Maybe.
I will say this. I hate British humor. I don't like Monty Python. I don't think British people are funny. But I like this.
You know what else you like that's really funny that has nothing to do with British humor is Highlander, the TV series.
I love Highlander.
And
I love Highlander.
it's weird that you really like Highlander, the TV series, because you know what I picked up this weekend?
What did you pick up this weekend?
I picked up a Ronkley photo from Highlander, the TV series. I mean, look at this. It's so Ronkley. You can't even sit up
It
straight.
was signed by Adrian Paul.
Adrian Paul.
There could be only one.
And the price tag comes down.
Adrian Paul, I want you to know that I purchased your Ronkley photo at a garage sale for $1 whole American dollar. $1.
I'd give you $2 for it.
Don't say that on camera, because I might take you to that.
I would have paid at least $3 for Lorenzo Lamas' photo, man.
This is Adrian Paul.
Yeah.
But
This is not Renegade. This is Highlander.
Neither of them were in.
I liked Renegade better than the Highlander TV show.
But you know what? This is a Ronkley photo of Adrian Paul.
It is.
I think I've met my prerequisite times of saying Ronkley in one ad.
One more time?
Ronkley?
Okay.
Yeah, okay, we're going to throw Adrian Paul over there.
Okay.
But just fuck you, Adrian Paul, because that was $1 at a garage sale. You ruined a 12-year-old boy's dreams. So you're being recorded now. Fuck you, Adrian Paul. Smile,
Get the little
because he just gave you the little finger. Turn that upside down. Now let's get back to Bloodbath, the House of Death.
Like I said, I'm not a big fan of British comic humor, but I think the funniest part about this was seeing Vincent Price very far removed from being Vincent Price.
He was, and him swearing was quite hilarious.
First time I've ever seen Vincent Price utter a lot of profanity, or very crass humor in it with him.
I'm gonna miss the whole goddamn thing.
Greatest scene to top it all off, whatever it has to be, where he's expressing complete immolation or whatever, he catches fire.
He's on fire. Yeah.
It's like, at least I wore my old robe.
Right. It is classic because Vincent Price is such a prim and proper gentleman. And to hear him say these things, classic.
To hear him talking about lighting up the faggots is more than amusing.
Oh, hurry, grab the faggots. He says we must gather up all the faggots and burn them.
Oh my God.
For anybody that doesn't know, faggots is a terminology for sticks.
Bundles of wood.
Bundles of wood. We're not homophobes. I'm just saying, for those people who aren't privy to this information.
What?
Hey!
So anyway,
my roommate Jason's gay.
Moving on. Bloodbath at the House of Death. This is a bootleg. So
well, yeah, it does not exist on
that's what I was
DVD.
gonna ask.
You're not. No, it does not.
It did not.
I mean, yes, it does, and I own it, but it's.
This is one of those ones at
definitely
conventions. I don't know. I would think that if you're a fan of, I don't know, this appeals to a lot of people. It really was.
Yeah, I mean, you go with horror, you go with comedy, you go with British comedy. You're going to be set with it. You're going to be happy.
You can see it at a convention. Pick it up.
And honestly, I looked for quite a few years. It was a hard one to find. I've actually only found it once, and I cannot remember what convention I found it at.
I'm going to buy a table for the next Horror Hound and just sell copies.
Just that. You'll make tens of fives of dollars, my friend. And you know what else you'll sell at the table? A wrongly photo of Adrian Paul.
There can be only one.
This will sell for $2.
Or $2.50 maybe.
Whoa. Adrian Paul, beat your heart out.
Okay, so...
Wrongly.
Should we move on to Scepters for...
Yeah, probably, since I've said wrongly enough times.
Bloodbath, the House. I have to look at the title every time.
It's a ridiculous title, but that's the best part, yes.
Why don't we let Gravedigger Grimm?
Yeah, start it out. Season 2, it's a new season, it's you.
Welcome, Gravedigger Grimm. What is your golden scepter for Bloodbath at the House of Death?
10, right?
Out of 10.
Yes.
I would give this one a 9. It's cheesy as hell or whatever, but I mean, it's a lot of fun. Great 80s vibe to it, whatever. I kind of feel like it's sort of like almost like a comedic version of an Amicus film in a way. Favorite part of the movie is got to be this woman has a morbid vision at one point, and she pushes a lady up against the wall, and she falls and gets the side of her neck caught in like a huge kitchen, like an industrial size can opener. Turns her around the entire time. Whatever. Finally gets the revolution completes itself, and her head just falls off, and like some of the greatest editing I've ever seen in a horrible little 80s horror movie or whatever. It's fantastic. You'll never forget it. Favorite parts? Either you?
Vincent Price using the word faggot.
Honestly,
Vincent Price saying
Vincent Price swearing throughout the whole movie was my favorite part. It was
not being Vincent Price.
Yeah, because he was totally playing off character, but still in character. I mean, he's playing the usual suspects, but very, very self-deprecating.
Yeah.
It was solid. For me, I enjoyed the can opener, the Vincent Price. Also, for me, I'm a 12-year-old at heart. I enjoyed the fart jokes.
The 18 deaths at the beginning or whatever.
You don't like that?
Too.
Yeah.
I mean,
it
was actually mildly disturbing. I mean, if you were a kid in the 80s seeing that or whatever, I don't think
Which
you
I was.
Yeah, I don't think you would have gotten that it was a comedy, sort of.
Which
at
I
the beginning or whatever. I mean, it was just,
It's very dry.
pretty ruthless. Yeah, I mean...
Well, I guess we're going to have to really cut this short. We're getting to that 10-minute marker. Possessor, going to give it an 8 out of 10. I loved it. I've loved this movie since I was a kid, so I brought this one to the table. So, James of the Dead.
7.
Seven.
Without Vincent Price, it would have gotten a 4.
True story. Vincent Price made the movie.
He really did.
All right. Well, I guess that's
never
gonna.
thought I would say that sentence.
I would have.
Yeah.
I would have thought you would say it.
You haven't
All
seen
right,
House of
well,
Long Shadows
this
yet.
one goes out to Adrian Paul and his wrongfully photo. Thanks to Jess Bolt for selling this to me for $1 whole at a garage sale. We'll call it an evening. Good night, all.
Don't just stand there, light the faggots.